Peace and blessings, family. It's me, Akamfo Fuasawa. I bring you evening greetings. I say Memawa Joe. I had a very busy day, but prior to the beginning of my day or at the start of my day, I always begin with meditation, prayer, and some kind of exercise. And so during my meditation time, I had a revelation or divine download that I wanted to share with you guys. So yesterday I shared a little bit about what is an Akamfo. I know I start every video off with greeting you and telling you that I am Akamfo Afuasawa of Ensroma Services. So I shared a little bit, just a small wee pinchy pinch about what an Akamfo is. Of course, I could do an entire class on that. It's so much information and it goes so deep. But I won't do that here. I'll save that for another session. I plan to offer an Akan spirituality class made available to you. So I will be keep posted or stay posted. I will be providing that information to you. So if you're interested in an Akan spirituality class, a 101 basically, to give you the basic tenets and foundations of Akan spirituality, I plan to do that, and I will make that available for you if you are interested. But in the meantime, I thought today would be a great day to do the continuation or part 2 of my yesterday divine download. What is an Akamfo? And as I shared, Akamfo is a traditional spiritual leader of the community in traditional African culture. It is also a person who is a keeper of those traditions and protocols and rituals and spirit connect God or spirit guide for an entire community. This is not something that you do for yourself. It is a commitment you make to your family and your community. And I don't take that commitment lightly. It was a while, I would say several years before I actually decided to train or to do the processes that were required of me to officially become an Akan priestess. I had my first exposure was the early 90s. And then my second exposure where I really decided that I heard the call. I take that back. I heard the call of my ancestors in the early 90s. I ignored that call. I'm going to be honest. I am human. I ignored the call. But I gradually made myself more available to hear the Nsamafo Nananoma, my ancestors speaking to me. So I got my second call in the late 90s or mid to late 90s, and this particular time I listened and I followed the direction and the guidance, and it led me to here where I am today. But it was not an easy decision. It was not a task or a life choice that I take lightly. I grew up with my parents who were Black Americans, Christian, which is the story or the history of most Black Americans living in this country in the diaspora. So my family was heavily involved in the church. I grew up as people say a PK, a preacher's kid. My mom was an evangelist, rest my mother and my father's soul. They have transitioned. And they raised us as such. But I always felt in my mind and in my heart like something was missing. But of course, in the church, you can't say that. But I felt like something was missing for me. So the older I got, I'll share that story at another time. My entire childhood was just full of unexplainable phenomena, which I now understand, and I later understood were the ancestors guiding me, talking to me, and spirit working with me. But back to current, my decision to train, like I said, was not one that was a small decision. I had been raised one particular way, and it took a lot. I meant to release myself from the indoctrination that we experience in the diaspora. And even at this point on the continent, because it's everywhere now, it's pervasive. However, it took a lot for me to decide to walk away from the indoctrination, all the teaching and ritual that I had been exposed to. But I knew deep down inside that there was this calling for me to do something different. And before I did decide to train, I had received a prophecy from a minister in the Christian church who told me that I had been called to do this work. And I kind of chuckled because I figured as much with the family heritage I have and the family history I have. However, I did not know it would be in traditional African systems or traditional African spirituality until much later from that prophecy that I received. However, it is not, again, something to take lightly. It is a huge commitment for your life to serve your community and others in this way. But I am excited. I am grateful. I am thankful. I am excited to do this work. It is a blessing that the Creator and Source Odumakama or Nyame allows me to be used to do the work of Spirit, to do the work of the Creator. Again, I don't take that lightly. Each and every person who reaches out to me, I commit myself to making sure that they get the support and the encouragement they need, and to help them through ancestral guidance to receive, and spiritual guidance to receive the messages that they need to move their life forward. I often tell people, you may wonder, you may feel some discontent. You may feel like there's something going on. And when you feel like that, you should answer that call, because that could very well be your ancestors trying to nudge you in a different direction. So again, thank you for tonight's little quick snippet on an Akamfo or a Akan Priestess. I am Akamfo for Sawab and Swarma Services, and I'll catch up with you next time. Peace.